I'm moving in with you tomorrow. Make room for me.
Excuse me?
Your mother-in-law is offering to live with you. You should be overjoyed.
I'm sorry, but I need you to reschedule that. My husband is away on a business trip right now.
If your mother-in-law tells you she's coming, it's a daughter-in-law's job to welcome her with joy.
I'm busy too.
Your schedule is none of my business.
Is your husband coming too?
I would never bring that gorilla with me.
Did you two get into another fight?
He snapped at me just for spending $5,000 on a trip.
Where did you go?
We went to Chicago and stayed at the Easton Hotel for 2 nights.
That's like a 3-hour drive from your house, right? I've stayed there once, but I think it only costs $200 per person for a night.
If you upgrade the room to a nice spacious room, go to their spa, and later order bottles of good wine, the cost ends up more expensive than planned.
I think it's only natural that he'd be upset.
What? Even you go against me and take sides with that gorilla?
I'm not taking sides, but...
Anyway, you must entertain me to my satisfaction. A slave should act like a slave.
When did I become a slave?
Since the day you got married to my son. Didn't I tell you that?
You never said such things. I can accept that.
I don't care what you think. You should only say yes to your mother-in-law.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
You really are a cocky little girl. I'll re-educate you. You just wait and see.
Even if you come tomorrow, I can't let you stay here for the night.
Why not?
We already have a guest who's coming to stay here for a few days, and we only have 1 guest room, you know. I'm sorry, but please refrain from coming tomorrow.
I don't know who that guest is, but tell that person to book a hotel. You should prioritize me over your friend.
We have our reasons to invite over the guest. Can't you understand that?
You really have no idea how the world works, do you? Who is your husband?
Nathan.
Who raised Nathan well enough to earn a high salary?
That'll be you and your husband.
Then you should be grateful to me.
I'm grateful to you and your husband for raising Nathan to become a great man.
No, you just be grateful to me, okay?
Okay.
So, it's all thanks to me that you can live in a nice house and have a comfortable life. Understood?
I see.
That's why I'm looking forward to staying at your place tomorrow. I know you won't be able to cook a decent meal anyway, so make a reservation at a nice sushi restaurant.
I won't be here tomorrow due to work.
Get some rest now, and be sure to welcome me tomorrow.
I'll just ignore her. The door will be locked, so she won't be able to get in anyways. But still, I'm tired of dealing with her even via text. I don't think I can deal with her in person. Oh, I'm sorry for complaining like this. I'm Melody, 29 years old. My mother-in-law has hated me since before our marriage. She called me a poor girl and a failure from a single mother family. When my husband found out about it, he got angry and said we will never live with his parents no matter what. He even asked his company to transfer him to a different state for me. If I allow my mother-in-law to stay with us even once, I'm sure she will come every time she gets into a fight with her husband. That's why I firmly refused. I thought I'd be fine as long as I don't open the front door. But I was foolish to have such thoughts. The enemy has succeeded in taking over our house in ways I had never imagined. The next day,
I rang the intercom 10 times, but you ignored me.
I wasn't home.
Liar.
It's true.
Why is your room so messy? Are you cleaning it regularly?
Huh?
You're still using this couch? I told you to buy a new one last time I came here. Because it's such bad taste. Your taste in underwear is also terrible. You should wear more sexy ones. That's why you still don't have any kids.
How do you know all this? You sound like you're inside my house.
What are you talking about? I just locked you out in the yard when you were tending to the garden.
What?
Sleep on the front porch, you cocky daughter-in-law. I locked all the doors and windows. I'll never open them for you.
What have you done?
It's so hot today, isn't it? Good luck until I get home. I'm off to eat some sushi. Where did you make the reservation?
I didn't make any reservations.
What a useless girl. I've made up my mind not to open the door till morning as a punishment.
So it's true that you're in my house?
That's right.
How?
When Nathan came back to our house last year, I secretly borrowed his key and made a spare key. I thought it might come in handy someday.
I can't believe it. Is it also true that there's someone in the yard?
Huh? It's you out there in the yard, right?
No, it's not me. I'm still at work.
Don't tell me I locked out that guest of yours.
I think that's what happened.
I made a mistake. Ha ha ha. I didn't realize because she was turning her back to me.
It's no laughing matter. Please, unlock the door immediately.
I can't.
Why not? You're home, right?
No, I already left. I got hungry, so I'm on my way downtown.
Please, you have to go back.
No, I'll be wasting my gas.
You already spent $5,000 on a trip and you're about to eat sushi. Don't be stingy.
I don't want to waste money on others.
Please, it would be faster than me trying to get back from here.
I think she'll last an hour. She can drink water from the hose in the garden if needed.
She's not answering her phone.
Oh, I think I saw her phone in the living room. When you think about it, you don't usually take your phone when just watering the plants. Ha ha ha.
Oh no, I have to help her as soon as possible.
You're overreacting. She'll be fine.
I'll call one of my friends who lives in the neighborhood, and also the police.
There's no need to make a big fuss.
I can't have her get a heat stroke.
I've driven a long way to get here too. But my son is away on a business trip, and I have to eat dinner all alone. I might get sick too out of loneliness.
I don't care.
What?
I said I don't care about you.
What's with that attitude?
How long ago did you lock her out?
It's only been half an hour.
I have to hurry.
What's with all the fuss? Well, I'm off to have a nice dinner.
3 days later.
When are you coming home? The laundry is piling up, you know.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm talking to the demon.
I won't let you get away with this.
I have permission from my loving husband to call you demon. I've even changed your name on my phone.
I cannot bear this humiliation. What have I done to you to get called a demon?
Have you forgotten what you did 3 days ago?
When I came back from dinner, there was no one in the yard or on the front porch. That means she's safe, right?
I called my neighbor and she invited my guest to her house.
Then there's no need to make a fuss.
She's in the hospital now.
Your friend must be weak for someone so young.
She's not my friend.
Then who is it?
My mother.
Oh, I see. Then I should have kept her out longer.
I knew you would say that. That's why I didn't tell you that it was my mother.
I hate that woman. You remember how she confronted me at your pre-marriage dinner? Even though she's just a poor single mother.
That was because you belittled me in front of my mother, saying, I can't believe you gave birth to such an ugly girl like her.
I just wanted to ask her that question at the moment, so it can't be helped.
That made my mother, your husband, and Nathan lose their temper. You remember them leaving the restaurant right away, don't you?
I do remember that, but it was no problem at all. I enjoyed the fancy Chinese food alone and even opened a bottle of Chinese rice wine.
Every time you see me, you talk ill of my mother. I guess you have no idea how painful it is to have your own parents made fun of.
Which hospital is she in? I'll go pay her a visit. It'll feel good to look down on that woman's weakened face.
You have a really nasty soul. It's so nasty that it stinks.
Hey, let me go see her. I had nothing else to do but to watch TV anyways. I'll bring her a big potted plant to wish her to stay in the hospital forever.
My mother has a serious disease.
Oh, really?
I couldn't give up on her, and she was supposed to have another surgery at a big hospital this time. But because of you, she had a heat stroke, and they had to postpone the surgery.
So what? You think I'd feel sorry for her?
I don't need your sympathy. It won't bring me any money, and it won't make me feel any better.
Then stop complaining.
I'm not complaining. I just wanted to inform you that it's time for your punishment.
What can a brat like you do to me?
Why do you think I put up with this for 3 days without lashing out at you? Think hard with that brain of yours, which is smaller than a sparrow's.
You're so annoying. You were just busy taking care of her for the past 3 days, right?
No, you've got it wrong. I was busy preparing to take everything away from you.
What can a young girl like you do to me? Don't make me laugh.
You're about to know what I'm capable of.
I won't flinch for a small thing.
Then I guess my revenge won't mean much to you. You call your husband a gorilla behind his back, so I assume you're okay with divorcing him.
Huh?
Your husband is fed up with your rotten personality.
Wait a minute. Is he saying he's divorcing me? That must be a lie. How can he live without me?
He signed the divorce papers gleefully.
I just ran away from home because we had a fight. Why is this becoming such a big mess?
That's not why he's divorcing you.
Then why? Is it because I spent $5,000 in Chicago?
You didn't spend that much money for yourself.
Yes, I did.
Your husband asked the hotel and they sent us all the receipts.
Why would my husband do that?
My uncle works at the hotel you stayed at. He's the hotel manager, so I told him about you. I showed him your picture, saying I wanted him to remember you as a VIP, since you're my dear mother-in-law.
No way!
As soon as he saw your face, he said he remembered you well.
Oh, no!
So when are you going to introduce that young man to us, who had you pay for his stay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
A handsome guy in his 30s, right? It must be like a dream for a 61-year-old hag to spend some time with such a young guy. You are courageous to have him stay in the same hotel as your husband.
I'm suing that hotel.
Go ahead.
Don't think he can get away with leaking a guest's private information.
He just thought that young man with you was family and asked me who it was. Plus, the card you used for all the payments is a family credit card, right? That means your husband has the right to see all transactions. Even without my uncle saying anything, we would have figured it out.
Damn it!
I wonder if that young man will spend time with you, even after you lose your financial supporter.
The devil made me do it. I'm not gonna agree on divorcing him.
I don't think your husband will forgive you. He saved up money for the two of you to have a relaxing, enjoyable retirement. But you spent $5,000 in just 2 days in order to spend time with another man. That's unforgivable.
That won't happen again.
The hotel charge was only $3,000, including the fee needed for the other room for your guy. The rest of the money, about $2,000, disappeared into those high-brand clothes that guy was wearing. Right?
How do you know that? I showed my husband some new clothes I bought beforehand to make him believe I bought my own clothes at that store.
My uncle remembered him thanking you for the clothes. If he becomes that happy, you'd sure be tempted to buy things for him. You two were an odd couple, so most of the hotel staff remembered well about you.
How dare they betray their guests? Such a trashy hotel.
The hotel has a right to choose their guests.
But why didn't you tell me your uncle worked there?
You were always uninterested in my family, thinking they were all useless to you.
I should have remembered him from your wedding.
All my relatives heard of your bad character from my mother, so they all decided to have minimal conversation at the wedding.
If I had known about him, I never would have stayed there.
Your husband searched all over the house to see if there was any other evidence of an affair.
Huh?
Photos, letters, hotel receipts, and even restaurant receipts. I heard you made a diary with all those memories. The oldest one was from 30 years ago, right?
Oh no!
If it's 30 years ago, that's right after my husband was born. You've been going out with other men ever since? That's insane.
No, that diary contains memories with friends. That's all.
Why would you write about having a great kiss with friends?
He read it?
I think you'll have to pay a fortune for the alimony. Also, better not expect to get a share of the property. He's gonna leave you completely empty. This is how karma gets you.
I've never felt like this. I'm so angry, I'm about to cry.
That's called frustration. You feel it when you lose to someone you thought you could beat.
I can't believe this. How can I lose to someone like you?
I'm reporting you to the police, too. You locked my mother out of the house and left her under the summer heat. That is an act of abuse.
I'm devastated enough with a divorce. What kind of a monster are you to corner me even more?
That's not all. Your sweet son has also decided to cut ties with you.
No way! How can you take away everything from me?
But I could do more to you if I want to, you know. If anything happens to my mother because of the postponement of the surgery, I will never forgive you. I'll make sure to send you to the bottom of hell.
Don't say such scary things.
By the way, do you remember insisting me to send you a bottle of wine for your birthday a few months ago? I told you it was expensive, costing me $350, but that was a lie.
What?
It was a $10 wine I found on the internet.
That might be the most shocking news today.
There's an expensive wine that has a similar label, so I thought I'd see if you could judge wine correctly as you say. But you said something like, "The aroma is wonderful. Only an expensive wine can have such a rich flavor." After hanging up the phone, I laughed so hard that my stomach hurt.
You!
Without money, you'll never be able to have young men accompany you. Also, you won't even be able to afford cheap wine from now on. But still, I hope you can enjoy your lonely, miserable life. Bye.
Wait! I'll be a good mother-in-law from now on. So please, help me figure out a way to get back my old life.
I'm gonna block your number.
No, don't do that.
Later on, the divorce between my in-laws was finalized, and the alimony claim for 30 years of betrayal became a surprisingly big amount. She was also fined money for abusing my mother. At first, I thought the punishment was too light, but it turned out to be wrong. For my mother-in-law, the mental pain of losing her husband and his money was more than she could ever imagine. To begin with, her sense of money was way out of line. She didn't know that apartments without bathrooms existed in this world. And it was her first time to use coupons to get free food to make ends meet. During the day, she works in a supermarket, and she also works during the nighttime as a cleaning staff in a shopping mall. She's working hard to pay off her debts, but I'm sure it will take her a while to pay it off. My mother's surgery was a success, and she is now doing great. I feel great after getting rid of the demon who made my family suffer. Thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Otherwise, please let us know what you think in the comment section below. Please subscribe to our channel. Your ratings and comments will help us in the future. We also have many other inspirational videos. Please take a look at the videos on our channel. See you in the next video.